Today, we're going to talk about the remarkable benefits of eating blueberries and how they can heal your health. Eating blueberries can improve your metabolism. How do they do this? Blueberries contain bioactives. One of them is called anthocyanin, the other one's called proanthocyanidin, the other one's called quercetin. And these actually improve your metabolism. So, studies in Turkey have actually enrolled adults who were overweight and gave them blueberries to eat. And what do you think they found? Well, first of all, these adults were put on a reduced calorie diet and a little bit of exercise just so they weren't couch potatoes and they were moving and not eating too much. And then after 6 weeks, they gave them blueberries to eat. How much? Really just a quarter cup of frozen blueberries every day for another 6 weeks. But they gave one group of blueberries, one group to placebo. So you know what they found? They found the blueberry eaters lost 8 pounds or 21% more than the group that was eating the placebos, meaning that if you are having a healthy lifestyle with exercise, reducing your calories, adding blueberries, even frozen blueberries, would actually help you lose more weight. Now, the other thing is that eating the blueberry eaters also had less visceral fat. That's the kind of harmful inflammatory fat that you want to get rid of within the tube of your body. The blueberry eaters also had better insulin sensitivity, meaning that they had better overall metabolism as well. Now, here's the thing about blueberries. They are in season in the summertime. And if you're going to go out to a farmer's market or grocery store looking at blueberries, here's a little tip of what you actually want to be able to avoid. Don't go for any of the berries that are green. Avoid those. They're not ripe. And don't go for any ones that are really, really softened up. Those sort of on their way to rotting. So just avoid those. And if you can't get summer blueberries, that's okay. Frozen blueberries, just like that research study showed, are actually just fine. Here's something else you might not know about blueberries. They have other names. So, for example, they've been called wild huckleberry or even whortleberries. And in Europe, they're known as bilberries. Use the name that you're most familiar with, but you recognize them on sight. They're these tiny little dark blue, super sweet berries that you can find during the summertime. Now, here's how I like to use blueberries. I like to eat a handful of them in the morning, just rinse them off. Always rinse off your blueberries. Organic is even better. And then dry them off and just pop them into your mouth, all right? That's a great way. Or you can add them to some yogurt. I always use whole fat yogurt. You can also sprinkle them into a salad. And if you're a baker, add them to muffins. Those are easy ways to actually get blueberries into your system. All right. Second incredible point I want to make is that eating blueberries reduces inflammation. And the reason is that these bioactives, the anthocyanin, proanthocyanin, and quercetin, are powerful reducers of whole body inflammation. And we know that inflammation is responsible as a root cause of many chronic diseases. So it doesn't matter what you got, if you actually eat blueberries and reduce inflammation, that's actually going to be beneficial to your health and help you heal faster. Okay, the third point I want to make about eating blueberries is they actually improve your immune defenses as well. And this is a really interesting one. Why do we want good immune defenses? Well, protects us from infection from the outside world, for example. But a really good immunity also protects us from cancer because our immune system conducts surveillance throughout our body and looks for abnormal cells like cancer cells and wipes them right out. So there was a clinical study that was actually done at Louisiana State University where they actually studied blueberries in the form of a smoothie versus a placebo, of course. That's how a good clinical study is done. And what they did is they enrolled people who had metabolic syndrome. Now, you may or may not have metabolic syndrome, but a lot of people have metabolic syndrome. What is that? Well, that's a combination of high blood pressure, high blood lipids, like your cholesterol, triglycerides, high LDL, bad cholesterol, high blood sugars, all right? We talk about glucose spikes, but actually what it is that higher levels generally of your blood sugar and a big waistline, because when your waistline is bigger, it means that you're more stuffed with visceral inflammatory fat. Okay, so this one study enrolled people with metabolic syndrome and they gave them blueberries in the form of a smoothie. How much they give? Just 1.5 cups of blueberry powder in this case. They put them in yogurt with a little bit of milk. So what they did is they actually measured in the blood immune cells before and after having the blueberry smoothies. And guess what they found? They found drinking the blueberry smoothie led to an 88% increase in special immune cells called myeloid dendritic cells. Myeloid dendritic cells help protect against infection. In contrast, the people who had the placebo smoothie, no blueberries, had no increases in these special immune myeloid dendritic cells. Hey, if you're enjoying the content in this video, then you will love my resource on what I call the Grand Slammer foods. These are the foods that support and activate all 5 of your body's health defense systems: angiogenesis, regeneration, microbiome, DNA protection, and your immune system, all at the same time. I put together a special guide describing these grand slamming foods just for my viewers, and you can get it totally free right now at the link in the caption below. Now, back to the video. The other thing that has been done to look at blueberries and their effect on immune system is that they studied the effect of blueberries on special immune cells called natural killer cells, or NK cells. Now, here's the thing. They studied them in people who were exercising. Now, when you exercise, you have a big surge in your immune cells very, very briefly, okay? And then when you stop exercising, you have a plunge in your immune system, all right? A dip in your immune system. So a clinical study was done looking at people who are physically fit, and they wanted to see what the effect of eating blueberries were. So they gave these people 2 cups, just a little under 2 cups, 1.7 cups of blueberries a day to eat every day for 6 weeks. All right. Then they put them on an exercise test, a treadmill, and then they measured their blood before the blueberries, before exercise, and during exercise they actually had them just before exercise. They had them eating a little bit more blueberries, like almost 3 cups, so an extra cup, let's call it. And then they put them on the exercise system, and they drew their blood afterwards. You know what they found? They found that blueberry eaters had an increase in their natural killer cells just by eating blueberries. So more defensive, natural killing cells, these are immune cells, just by eating blueberries. And then after exercise, instead of actually having a plunge of their natural killer cells, blueberry eaters kept them level. So they actually did not have a dip in their immunity. So this actually shows that actually eating blueberry is good for lowering inflammation, raising immunity, good for metabolism, shrinking waistline, losing some weight, and overall just making you more fit in every single sense of the word. So, hope you enjoyed watching this video, and thanks for watching. Hi there. If you enjoyed watching this video, I know you'll love the next one. Stay here and check it out, and I'll see you there.